Hello and welcome to the Savvy Gadgetz channel with me, Ian, otherwise known as Van, and today's live stream for Star Rupture. Yes, this is currently under playtest, so hopefully that means it'll be released soon. It's quite comprehensive, as you'll see, and we're going to be having a look at how we unlock things in the game and how we put things together, and hopefully we're going to go on some adventures and shoot some things, because this is a first-person game. So no, I did promise that I'll be playing Vane this week. Apparently I lied, because I got entered into the playtest for this. So I thought it was a good opportunity to do this. And the Pink Mohican will return next week. As per usual, I have a Red Bull. And I have some of these, which are onion rings from Morrison's. They're really nice. Right, okay. Let's get things going. First, let's just quickly sort out the audio, which I'm going to drop down to 50%. Apply that. Music is reasonably important, so I'm going to keep that lowish. Right, okay, so I'm going to start a new game. I'm going to call this Savvy. I'm going to do it single player. I'm going to skip the tutorial. I'm going to start the game. I'm going to talk through what we're doing. So I will be your tutorial, basically. So far, I've played the engineer. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I'm going to go with the soldier this time. I don't know if that makes any difference or not. It'll be interesting to see the difference in the gameplay.
What the...
Right, so you landed on a planet.
Please don't move.
Oh.
I want to run a holistic scan.
Okay, fair enough. So you've landed on a planet, and every now and again the planet has what's a wave attack. Basically what's happening is the nearby sun is throwing out a big explosion which basically burns the surface of the planet. So we need to build, first off, is the core.
Begins right now.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
Hello, I am Gal, your galactic.
Oh, I forgot to turn the training off, didn't I? I forgot to press the button. Bugger.
Inconvenience you may have experienced. You can now exit the lander and begin your introductory training.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Let's read some messages first.
Reporting for duty.
Reporting for duty. Right, so let's get out there. We've got some food in our inventory. That will actually last us quite a while.
Welcome to Arcadia 7 in the Rupture.
Boo, hiss.
The goal of this training is to teach you to effectively acquire and produce goods for our clients. However, we'll begin with something simpler.
Yeah, you work as a corporate lackey, basically.
By meteorites, which are rich in resources. You have been equipped with a tool to acquire them. Use it to extract what's most valuable in the meteorite.
Well, so there are different patches on the meteor that you need to extract. Like that one, that red one. And then it will break apart once you've done everything you need. Like that. And you get what's called a heart. A meteor heart. And with that you can then build the base core. And the base core is your protection bubble, basically. So what we're going to do is going to plant that down somewhere. Always remembering that at some point we're going to have to lower that down, otherwise we'll never get onto it. Right. So this is kind of like your umbrella.
To build the rest of the base. You can create them with the printer in your lander, but gather the necessary components first. Use the harvester to extract them, just like you did with the meteorite. Right,
so there are 4 resources. The first one is titanium, which is this grey flat looking thing here. That round stuff over there is wolfram. Then you have calcium and helium. So what we're going to do is we're just going to scoop up some of these other resources. So there's titanium, this is the wolfram. We'll have already got some helium off of the meteorite. I'm just going to get the heart of this, because if you've got hearts, you can create more of them further away, giving you protection. Because if you're not protected when the wave hits,
As your
you'll die.
assistant, I will answer all of your questions.
Why did Claywood send someone with military experience to mine minerals?
The Claywood Corporation spares no expense to ensure its workers are safe during their mission.
I understand that. But wouldn't it make more sense to send someone who's familiar with workplace safety and broad survival skills? My expertise is limited mostly to combat.
You're gonna need it.
Mr. Claywood has
there
carefully
it is.
studied all of your histories. You will have a chance to prove your worth.
Okay, so let's take a quick look around at what we've got. So we've got a few bits and pieces that we can pick up, like these orange plants. We can also pick up these sort of weird, sort of like egg-looking things. These tend to be a bit more scarce.
Acquired.
So picking them up, you will need a lot of those. Plus you'll need a lot of these as well. But this is for later. So it's a case of when you see this stuff, pick it up. So we'll just do that quickly. Just grab some for the now. Because later on what you'll do is you'll get a piece of machinery called the recipe. Recipe something. And with that you put blueprints in there and you unlock recipes basically. Which includes food. Not just materials. Alright, okay, so what we're also going to do is going to build ourselves a habitat. Well, we can, but we need to mine the materials first, as per things. Use the basic printer in the land to create basic materials. Okay, so we'll grab some of this. Titanium. What we got? Oh, do know that, okay. Because we need both wolfram and titanium. Morning, Super! So the basic printer, what we're going to do is going to create some basic materials. We're going to create as many as we can.
Everything's ready. Now build the habitat that will protect your sleeve from Arcadia's dangers. Remember that your body is also a Claywood corporate investment, so it would be good to create a comfortable place for it.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not arguing with that. So we now have options for a habitat, which I'm going to place sort of close by-ish. I'm going to drop it down so I can actually get into it. As soon as that goes green. The building is not stable. Nope. And then what we're going to do is going to give it a front door. You can build on top, and you do get ladders up and down to build it inside. So, but we need to build an airlock.
Now that you have your shelter, build a printer inside it.
Alright, now I'm going to build a printer.
Have it nearby, thus optimizing your work. Great.
There's the
now build
printer.
a corporate terminal. That will
Corporate
allow
terminal.
you to complete assignments for different companies, which will in turn give you access to new buildings.
I'm going to dump that just there. Right, so the corporate terminal is your interface to build other things. Right, so what does this actually need? It says training, corporate training claim.
The first reward was free, but you'll have to work for the next one. Send us some titanium.
How am I supposed to send what I've gathered back to Earth?
Using the
The
orbital
same way
cargo
you got
launcher.
here, but in reverse. Look up at the sky. Once you build an orbital cargo launcher, it will send supplies right through that rift. It will cover light years in seconds.
Right, so we need an excavator, as well as solar panels. So let's build some solar panels. Right, build an orbital cargo launcher. Right. Okay. Right, so I need to mine some materials. And the gun is overheating, so all of a sudden it will just stop like that, and then it will reload. That will just cool itself down. Now what you can do is, if you find that you've got a few less resources than you like, press the F key and you can deconstruct something like that. So I should now have enough for the orbital cargo launcher, which I'm actually going to attach here if I can. That way I don't have to, because like you supply it with power, and then the power then goes out to the ore extractors. Right, now the way it faces is also important, so we're going to face it so that the input is from here, because we're going to go from the titanium behind us. To transfer power between buildings, connect them with platforms. Right, so we now need to select from the OCL the training deliveries, that one. So we need to supply titanium. What I can do
as soon as we get the package,
is put titanium in it, like that.
Which will unlock new schematics for you.
And what you see is that, you see, up it goes. That is it delivering.
The shipment has arrived. You've just proven you're useful, which means the corporation trusts you a little bit more.
Right, so now we've got the rail support, and the rail connector, which is a four-way connector, and the ore excavator.
Can you guess what they're for?
I assume they are industrial machines, making the mission easier somehow.
And how would they do that?
In any way you decide. You're the one giving orders here. I assume I'll find out in a second.
We'll automate the production process.
Right, okay, so we need to mine some stuff. We need to get some more building materials. Decepticon Spice Bridge. Who knows? It could. It does look remarkably like it. Yeah. I see where you're coming from with that statement. Now, obviously, I can pick up these bits and pieces here. I'm trying not to disturb this rock so it grows more of that weird sort of star fruit. The star tears, they're called. Once we get this out of the way, we can start a proper sort of production going, because that's what this is about. So it kind of mixes that whole idea of sort of like going out, exploring the world, and if you've ever played Factorio or Satisfactory, then some of the concepts will be familiar to you, because there is like that whole production process that's going to be going on. And what we're going to do is we're going to end up with several excavators feeding several smelters and that kind of thing. So, but first off, what we need to do is we need to make some more building materials with our printer. There we go. So I've just got 200 out of that, which is nice. So now we should have enough to build our excavator, which only takes 80, which is fine. Right, and you can see it has that green spot on it. That's its output. So I want it to face in the direction. Every connected element can transfer power. So this is now referring to the rails. So what we'll do is we'll go to the rail. And we're going to connect the rail directly into there. You've overloaded the power system. Awooga! Awooga! So we're going to add in another.
Now that the raw materials are being
There we
extracted
go.
automatically,
See?
you'll
Now
have
that
more
the
time to build out your base.
I have a question. Why didn't you install all available building schematics for me from the start?
good question.
That would speed up my work even more.
All of the machines made available to you during your mission are delicate and extremely expensive. They are also bound by NDAs and patents. None of the companies working with the Claywood Corporation have granted permission to give you everything right away. You need to prove you are worthy of using the more advanced
You're not worthy.
equipment.
But I already signed the NDA.
This will be best explained by the words of Annika Fisher, the CEO of Future Health Solutions, one of our partners. Playing recording.
There's no way I'm giving those degenerates my patents. They don't care about the law or intellectual property. But if it becomes necessary and they actually deserve it, then so be it. Don't quote me on that.
Ah! No. This is now supplied all the bits and pieces it needs. And what you can do is you can set up multiples of these. You're not Thor, you're not worthy, absolutely, yeah. You do not get to lift Mjolnir. And I'm actually going to do that. I'm actually going to build another one of these when I have the parts for it. So what I can also do is I can actually go to the back of the excavator. Or to the excavator, and I can actually say, hey, give me all that titanium. And then what I actually just need is some more wolfram, which I'll have to mine myself. Ah, now this pink one. Oh, here was some more starters. Look.
I need to survive.
This is helium. And what we'll be doing later is, you may have noticed in the background,
Work as usual. Now build the analyzer and research some local flora with it.
let's get some more building materials. So you may have seen, like I was saying, in the background, that there's like varying different structures. And so what that's doing is those are places for you to explore. And you'll find materials there, you'll find food there, you'll find blueprints, and more storyline items. However, they're also infested with bugs. It's a bug planet, it's an ugly planet. Let's just put it like that. I'm going to mine some of this, and I'm going to quickly whip over to the terminal. Give that time to cool down. So you get different types of nasty. They come in the form of four-legged spider-like creatures. Some of them just take just do melee damage and that kind of thing. Let's go with Max. So I'm going to build an analyzer, which is here. Okay, it's not there, so it's under that one. It's under one of these. Oh no, I have to claim it first from the corporate terminal. That's it. Claim. Thank you. And then we get the smelter for level 4. And then we've completed training. Yay! Alright, so building. So we now have the analysing station. There we go. Analyse any plant in the analysing station. There we go. Analysed.
Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward.
You'll find broken pieces of machinery which you can analyse, which will give you a lot more points. Do not spend them at the corporate terminal.
So valuable companies prefer to keep it to themselves, and will appreciate it when you choose them. Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward.
Right, so
future,
actually you can add
will
the
need
points
to decide
here,
which corporations you want to share your research with.
and I actually have to do that.
It is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves, and will appreciate it when you choose them.
Let's send this.
It's time for the final stage of introductory training.
Right, so
Raw
now,
materials aren't very useful to corporations, since they need to produce something with them anyway. Use the buildings you have available, and automate the production of the more valuable items.
Why can't they process them themselves? They have factories across the entire solar system.
This will be best explained by a private conversation recorded between two executives at the Griffiths Military Corporation.
So you're telling me all of the tax laws only apply to the solar system?
Bro, the mining tax, the cosmic fees, deductions from extraterrestrial income, the cost of insuring sensitive cargo, legally none of that applies to us. They can't even hit us with tariffs. It's free money, man.
I don't know why I asked.
yeah. But that's basically the crux of it. Right, so the spout is slightly different. Whereas the orbital cargo launcher had an input, this has an input and an output. And it feeds into other things later on, which is why I'm putting it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct that. And this is an important note, is the direction of how you connect it. So if you want it to travel in this direction, you connect it there first. And you can see the arrow in which way things are going to travel on it. So that's connected it there, and then again this one, it's going to come and go in the front. There we go. Right, so now we say to the smelter, I want you to create titanium bars. Now I'm actually going to feed it with titanium there anyway that I've got. And you can see that the titanium's coming in from the extractor, and it's coming there, and then we need to select here what we're doing. So, and it says, yeah, I'm going to choose that, we need titanium bars. And then the titanium bars are going to come out of the smelter
On a scale of 1 to 10,
and into there.
how anxious does being incinerated alive make you feel?
I can think of worse ways to go. 6.
Understood. On a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you of arachnids about a meter in diameter?
These questions are starting to worry me.
Yeah.
There's no need. Questions never killed anyone.
No. But the things that the questions are about certainly will. So, as I've said before, the star that you are around, you're orbiting around, likes to erupt every now and again and completely wipe life off of the surface of this planet, which is why you have the large umbrella core thingy and a habitat, and they will protect you. So what I'm going to do, so that we can see the glory of this epic event, is I'm actually going to put in some windows. There we go, viewport. So when this epic event hits, we can see. Right, meanwhile, let's go pick up some plants while we wait for level 5.
Acquired.
Acquired.
Come here.
Gonna have to turn off those voice things. That would be nice because it gets a bit annoying later on, because every other time he picks something up, he says something, or the character you're playing says something.
Need to survive.
Like that. It does get on you. It does get on your wick a bit. There we go, level 5 unlocked. So there's some other things over there on that plant which we will need. They're like pears, prickly pears, and there's also some pink glowy mushrooms which only grow on the dark side of mountains. I think I can actually show you one. I think there's one up here. Let's jog over there. So all these things will grow back once the earth is scorched. There we are. You can see them. So these pinky things here.
Interesting fungus.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Or ruins your kidneys. We won't know until you try it.
The cheerful nature of that AI gets on my nerves. Right, so picking up what I can whilst I can, because I'm expecting an event, a wave event, fairly soon. Right, so back into the habitats and to the corporate terminal, and we've now got other bits and pieces. The basic training is over. This is only the beginning of your sentence. Collect resources, optimize production, defend your base and try to survive. Other players can now join your game.
Great job. This is the end of your introductory training.
Fairly sure I picked single player.
7 is a dangerous place, and a person will spend their entire life, or lives rather, learning from it. Stay alert, gather information, and don't worry. I'm always by your side, watching your every move.
God.
Is that a threat?
It's for your own safety. I will now remove the introductory training restrictions. Location
There was a barrier around the initial play area.
Sedative injector disconnected. Communications channel active. Awakening other crew members. Ready. The Claywood Corporation hopes you will have a wonderful adventure.
Tally ho!
Quickly
Yep.
pay off your debt. Good luck.
Right, so we now get the choice.
Testing comms. Testing, testing, testing.
What was that?
Oh, don't worry. It's only PO212, one of your colleagues. You're connected via audio, even when they're not currently active.
When they're not active?
The human brain can't go on for too long without stimulation. When sleeves are sleeping
You can.
in the
It is
regeneration
co-op.
chamber, they get a constant audio and video feed of everything you do. They can also communicate with you. You'll also get this opportunity.
Everything I do?
Everything you do.
Relax. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
Your micropenis is nothing to be embarrassed about. Right, okay, so we now get to choose from the corporate terminal different people that we want to support or supply minerals to. The benefits of which depend on what we choose. So Future Health Solutions give us a regeneration chamber for level 2, a med tool for level 3, level 4 a LEM station, and then LEMs, which are implants. And then finally the food station, which is going to be one of the more important things. However, if we go for Selenium, we get the fabricator, which is kind of the next thing along that we need. It can output a lot, but then we also need a pistol, and we need the recipe station. So this is where having multiple streams of things going on is important to maximise that as much as you possibly can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up another cargo launcher like this and make sure it's facing the right way. Right, so I'm going to put in another smelter, assuming I've got all the points I need for it. I said a smelter, not an ore excavator. It's under that one. It annoyingly doesn't snap to the same level as the thing that you're next to. And again, I've got it the wrong way round. So there we go. Right, so this is where we can now get a little bit clever. I know at the moment we have a bit of a problem with power, but we will deal with that momentarily. We're going to build a rail. And I don't have enough resources. Right, okay, fine. Whatever. Right, so we're going to go up here and then we just need to grab some more materials from the ore extractor. Like so. and then get some more wolfram. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put an extractor here. So we're then getting a supply of wolfram, a supply of titanium, and then at some point we're going to go and we're going to go and get calcium, which is further out. So you see that building in the top right hand corner? It's sort of out in that direction. There's also one over on the left there. So you can see that building over there. That's one of the things I was talking about. There's structures over there which we can look at. I believe there's something over there as well which I haven't actually got to or seen yet, but there's definitely that there. But for that we're going to need the gun and plenty of ammo. Trust me when I say we're going to need plenty of ammo. Now, dotted across the landscape are dead bodies of previous occupants and the builders of the previous bits and pieces, and they've left behind audio recordings and tablet information, and that's one, and we're gathering all of that as well. Because if you hadn't guessed by now, we're a corporate shill, for lack of a better word. Right, so rails. That's what we want. We want rails. And we needed building resources, which I need the basic item. So we go max out that. And we need to build the connector. Going to put that there. Build a rail. And the rail's not going to go into there. Previously, it's actually going to go in the back here. Like that. And then we're going to use that one in there. And that one in there. And then we're going to connect this one to there. And you can see that the tracks are red. Everything's red. That's because we don't have enough power. So we now need to build more power. Now the only power available to us is in the form of solar panels. So I'm just going to build a few of those. And because those two platforms are connected, they're also now connected. You see everything is now yellow, so let's just... not enough resources. Okay, fine. So let's pick a corporate that we're going to go for. So I particularly, if I want to go for the gun, I could go for titanium ore. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to double down on that. And then we're going to get this and say, I want you to produce titanium ore, and you can see all of the materials getting shipped around. So it's going to fill up this one first, and then oh look, some of them are going in there now. Look. And then both of those are now working for the one reward, which is in this case the gun. Now, meanwhile, I need to grab from here when it's full. In fact, I've still got 68. So, right, okay, so let's grab some more wolfram from over here whilst we're waiting for the thing to go. Now eventually you end up with fabricators, and you end up with furnaces which produce more, and then you end up having to do that whole sort of production line thing and manage that. But I want to get wolfram going as well, and 2 more lines of production basically, and then eventually what we'll do is we'll head out to the calcium fields, and then I'll explain one of the problems, and we'll come across some of our first baddies.
E4101, you look like you're a magnet for trouble.
I won't pretend I'm a saint. I've helped smuggle this and that in my time for those in need.
People like you don't understand order. You just cause more problems for everyone else.
And you always followed orders and ended up in the exact same place as I did. I'd rather not follow anyone and be free.
You know nothing about me.
You know nothing about me. Oh, sorry. Right. Okay. So you'll also see is over there in the distance. There's a little sort of like white building with an antenna on it. That's a map geolocator. When you activate that, expect nasties to come and hurt you. That's all I can say. Right. Okay. So Wolfram. So we need an ore extractor facing in the other direction. That may actually do, because it's going to sort of bend round anyway. So like that. You can be picky, honest. That way, yeah, that way works a bit better. Right, okay. So we're now going to put down a smelter. Just there. No, not there, because I forgot to... As you can see, I forgot to knock it down, so it's level with the ground. The building is not stable. Why is it not stable? Stable like that, is it? Okay. Then we're going to leave some room. And we need an orbital cargo launcher. About like that should do it. And we're going to feed this with its own form of power. So it's going to be slightly separate, but we're going to do pretty much the same sort of thing. As you can see, there is no power whatsoever. So what we're going to do is going to build at least one of those. We have to extract some more wolfram. What a pain. Give me more. More, I tell you. Okay, that should be enough. There we go. Things are moving along quite nicely. Now, the alternative is I could connect these via different platforms, and I may do that later on. But for the now, I'm just going to add some solar panels on the side here. And now everything has power. So we're going to say here. Actually, let's just check this out for a second, just to make sure I've not gone mad. So that needs titanium. Let's see, that needs a wolfram. So they need wolfram as well. So that's the one I'm kind of more interested in. And we'll say I need you to wolfram
What's
path.
so interesting in beetles or flowers?
They're part of the world we live in and are inextricably connected to it. We wouldn't exist without beetles or flowers.
We wouldn't exist without fundamental forces. Beetles and flowers can be easily replaced with automated systems. You can't replace electromagnetism.
You'd really want to live in a world without plants?
I wouldn't mind it.
I'm just going to place this down for the now, whilst I've got the materials. Alright, let's go check in on...
Dehydrated.
Right, okay, so as per most games, your character has food and water levels. At the moment, you just use those
I advise
packs
caution.
that we...
The fruit on Arcadia can alleviate hunger, but putting unknown things into one's mouth is rarely beneficial to the individual. Though, of course, it was beneficial to the development of civilization. Although this fruit is edible, that won't always be the case.
Right, so with a bit of luck, now that things have stopped coming out there, that's building up. Right, okay, good. So this will hold 100 ore until it's required by something. Which means this has finished its processing, or everything it needs to supply the orbital cargo launchers. And the same is true of this one. When that's finished doing what it needs to do, I'll be able to take the wolfram ore out of the ore extractor. But like this one, I'm going to have 2 of them, and I'm going to set up another one beside it once we're sorted. Right, let's just check out the terminal. And you can see the progress, so we're 86% through getting the gun. The recipe station is probably where I want to go next. As I say, I don't want to add my data points here because the recipe station uses data points to unlock recipes, which you will need to create food. And eventually, I believe it is the that one on the end, the Future Health Solutions. The last one is actually a food station. Go figure. Now that's going through quickly, and that's the benefit of having 2 lines supplying one thing. Whee! What I can do is I can snag that out of there. And I should have enough building materials to create another production line. I hope. Fingers crossed.
The Griffiths Blue Corporation is grateful
there we
for
go.
all of your shipments. Remember that supporting this particular company will allow you to upgrade your arsenal, which will certainly help in surviving on Arcadia.
Right, so the Griffiths Blue Corporation is basically the arms dealer.
You've just unlocked the UPP-7. We hope it will help you better deal with the planet's dangers.
Yeah.
Good weapon. I used it back at the academy. Why are you giving it to us? This is a peaceful mission.
Arcadia 7 still has some surprises left in store for you.
So that one next after this. So we need something else that supplies titanium. Yeah, that one, the fabricator. We'll go for the fabricator of the selenium core. There we go. So these 2 we're now going to change over to the selenium core, level 1, selenium core, level 1, and then we're going to put that in there. There we go, and that can immediately start kicking off stuff up there. Build another smelter. We smelt it, so we dealt it. And that's the wrong way around. That was the right way around. Go, and another one of these. orbital cargo thingies. We're then going to connect it. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to just disassemble this gently. And we're going to use that to go from there to in the back there. And then that there to that there. And that there to that there. And then we're going to connect this one to that one. And then we can do future solutions. Wolfram, there we go. And then that will supply the bits to both of them, doubling our efforts. Right, so we have a pistol. Let's grab some spare titanium. Hopefully we should have some spare Wolfram, like so. Turn it into materials that we can build with. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to create some pistol ammo. Pistol ammo, there we go, for which we need those. So what we'll do is we'll go back here. Yeah, basic that. Go oomph like that. Then this. Pistol ammo, give me more pistol ammo. Because believe it or believe it not, that is not enough ammo. So give me more ammo. Right, so I have 1,000 shots. That's going to go quick. Trust me. What do I have in the way of building resources? 300. Okay. Do I have a core? No, I don't have a core. Alright, I'll have to get a core. There's a core.
Acquired.
Helium, which we will use later on. Right, now you're going to say, why did you do that? It's because I need to build another one of them. Which is under the shield icon, and for that you need a core. Now you can see there's the boundary, so what I'm going to do is just drop that down there, and now what I can do is build another habitat under that if I really wanted to, or I could build another one further out, which is what I am actually going to do over there. Just get the weapon out, so you can see those white platforms. That's the calcium deposits, which we will need. But I need another core to do that. I've only got one, so and you can see that white building a bit clearer. Now I'm expecting to come across some of the baddies. I can see that steaming over there. That's what I need. More titanium resources over here as well. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Right, enough. We've now got a heart. I'm going to head over here and build our second umbrella. Oh, sorry, our third umbrella. And you can see how far how much it actually covers. So I'm actually going to build it over here. Because I can't build it here because it's inside the umbrella of the other one. But I can build it there. I'm going to drop it down, like so. And because I'm deeply paranoid, I'm going to just put a habitat next to it. And what I might do, because let's face it, solar panels aren't fussy. Build a couple of solar panels. Apart from that, I didn't level properly. And I am something of a perfectionist. Right, let's get the gun out because we're gonna meet some nasties now. Now, we haven't had a wave event yet, which is deeply concerning to me. Ah, well, there it is. Alright, so we're going to grab
I can use that.
Yes, you can. Grab myself another meteorite heart. Whilst the getting is good and I'm not being attacked. There it is, that's what I need. Oh, there we go, first baddie. Right, this is the one.
Gal, what's going on?
You've entered an infection cloud. Microorganisms from the vermin are reacting with your equipment, disrupting your shield.
So, we need a fight exposed. Threat eliminated. What was that?
They're vermin, the main threat on this planet.
What do you mean, main?
Most of the people that arrived on Arcadia 7 were eliminated by these creatures. Natural disasters you can prepare for, but vermin are a bit more unpredictable.
Why weren't we told about them?
They're top secret.
The IRO imposed a TS9 top secret clause on their existence. They made very sure no one ever found out about them. Aside from high-ranking officials, only people sent directly to the planet have ever learned of their existence.
Claywood was here. You should have told us. You knew.
Okay, this is where things get a little bit more fun. Because this is now a calcium deposit, and it's nowhere near my other base. So, what I'm going to do is build a secondary base. Oh, that's so near yet so far. Just here now. Initially, I think what we just need is the cargo launcher, like so, and then eventually we'll be building that out if I actually build it in the right way round. Let's turn it around so it's the right way around, and then plonk it down. And then add the rail, making sure the rail goes in the right direction, and then one of these at some point requires calcium blocks, and that's what this is for, basically.
Excellent work. The Selenian Corporation
Oh, there
thanks
we go.
you for your shipment. Your rewards are waiting in the corporate terminal.
And we will create a corporate tunnel just here. We don't have enough resources, so we'll have to go for that. Okay, but that is excavating. Now what we could do is we could actually... I'm actually going to get rid of that. The thing is if I do that, I actually got the other one back from the rail, which is cool. Corporate terminal, job done. Right, so selenium. So we now have a fabricator, which is the next sort of step in some of the processes. So let's have a look. So one of these, respawn chamber. Right, so this one requires titanium rods or titanium bars. So this is where the fabricator comes into it. And then we get the furnace and the upgrade and this, that and the other. Grenades, equipment station, not supposed to be worried about that. The recipe station is what I really want. Personal storage output. I don't know whether they changed that or not, because there was a patch the other day. So what I'm going to do... going to put that there, and then we're going to head back to the other base. Now this will be protected by the cores, which I'll put up, the umbrella shieldy things. I don't know whether there's an advantage or disadvantage to this. Other than obviously it takes time for the resources to come. And this is going to be sort of like our, almost like the reverse.
So, you were a soldier?
That's right.
Then I have a question. How can you sleep knowing everything you had to do in the name of the IRO?
I don't sleep too well. But not because of the orders I carried out, but because of the ones I didn't.
So even after your sentencing, you're still on their side?
No. I'm on our side. All of us. The side of peace.
We are not going to be friends.
What a surprise. Right, let's get some more buildy bits going, and okay, so they require wolfram, so I can't do that. So right, so this is where the things start to change. Now we've got the fabricator. We can start churning out things like titanium rods, and titanium rods require titanium bricks. Now I could continue using titanium bars, but they don't generate the same amount of revenue, if you see. So the titanium bar's worth 1 point, whereas the titanium tubes, or the titanium bars, or whatever they are, titanium rods, they're worth 5 each. So this is where the fabricator comes in. Now, have I unlocked that in the fabricator is the question. But I'm not going to need building blocks though. I'm still anticipating the wave to happen. Alright, so at this point I actually need building blocks, not ammunition. Because we're going to get rid of the rail.
Great work. Future Health Solutions is now receiving all requested items. New rewards and tasks are waiting for you in the terminal.
Right, so the fabricator. And the rail, which is here. Have I got that the right way around? No, I do not, because I'm an idiot. Right, so this is where the fabricator can actually take 2 inputs and produce 1 output. Which is slightly annoying. So what you could do is you could feed it with wolfram and titanium, but then get it to produce different things. which is in some ways quite useful, I guess. I'm just going to use it simply for the moment. And put it around the right way this time, because I didn't last time. Right, so there it is. It takes 2 inputs, but it only has 1 output. Do the same here. Build a fabricator. Make sure it's the right way round. Like so, and then build the rail. Rail goes in there, goes in there. This rail goes in there, goes in there. I've only used these like one at a time. Right, so let's go with, can this actually make titanium rods is the question, have I not? Right, it can. Right, so that's what it's going to do. So I'm going to do the same with this one, titanium rods. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select from here. Right, so they're on the other side, so we've got to do coordinates. So this one, we're going to select titanium rods. And this one, we're going to go okay.
That's just what I need.
Titanium rods. How are we on this one? Right, so this one. Okay, so we're going to go for Future Health Solutions, which needs Wolfram wire, which means we need 2 more fabricators. Fabricator number 1. And it's actually the right way round, deep joy. Fabricator number 2. Rail. To rail. And of course we need to supply more power. There we go. And now for both of these we're going to go with copper wire. This is going to produce copper wire. Copper wire. Copper wire. I don't know whether you saw it or not, but the fabricator can also... Let's just pop one out in the middle of nowhere. Fabricator can also produce calcite sheets. Now where do we think you get those from? And this is where I became stuck in previous games, because what it doesn't tell you is you need the recipe station.
I am detecting increased rupture activity.
Ah, here we go.
Prepare yourselves for a wave.
Prepare yourself for imminent death. And you can see the clouds are moving, things are becoming orange. Hey, Eternal! Thanks, Eternal. It's good to see you on the chat. I don't know what's wrong with Twitch. It just doesn't seem to want to work for me when I live stream, even though it says that it's fine. So here we go. This is the wave event happening. The sky's turning orange. Things are happening. There's a wave of impending doom coming my way. You can now clearly see the planet that is causing said wave issue. Wave warning. Incoming. Wave of doom. That's time to get inside. Oh, got a timer. That's nice. You didn't get that before.
Rupture's eruption has started. Prepare for impact.
Prepare for imminent death. Now, funnily enough, the local inhabitants, those little spidery things,
Chris,
they survived this.
You got 3 doctorates.
It's true.
What for?
What for what?
What do you need 3 scientific titles for? Wouldn't you have rather focused on your work?
I see you're not familiar with the world of academia. Doctorates open many doors. They increase the probability my publications will get quoted, and I have access to a broader spectrum of theoretical knowledge. Plus, I did them all at once.
I prefer practice over theory.
And that's why you ended up as someone who does the dirty work.
Lovely.
I'll remind you that you're also here on this planet doing the same thing as me.
But with a completely different mentality.
Okay, now you can see that the habitat has taken the brunt of all of that heat and misery.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
But now, if you can see just outside the window, just over the distance, there's like a stream of fire, of sparks coming up from the ground. This is another resource that you can start to harvest. And you only get it after the wave event. Now, all your buildings are fine because they were under the umbrella protection. I'm just waiting for things to cool down. Now, I can actually cool down the door and get out, but it's not going to burn. So when things cool down, your production will start back up. Meanwhile, over here you can start to see, you can see those sparks now. And it's this.
What is this?
This is ignitium, a cosmic mineral that's good at storing heat, but also releases it quickly. It can help you cool your base. But hurry, if not controlled, it sublimates rapidly.
So I'm just going to quickly grab some of this. I've not had a use for it yet, but who knows? I did see another one. But what we'll do is grab the heart here. Get out my gun. Because like I said, the spidery inhabitants didn't die during that massive firestorm, which is kind of disappointing. Let me see, there's a body somewhere near here. He's in one of these gullies. I think it's this one just here, which funny enough has some nasties in it. Usually they may or may not be there. There it is. And we can take
Just
the
what
contents. And once this firestorm is over, you can see that there's greenery has started to grow back already. What have I got? Alright, I need to get rid of some of my bits and bobs here. Because what I really need is the recipe station. Because what I need to do is I need to unlock the calcium block for the smelter. So then I can supply calcium to a smelter, which creates a calcium block, which I can then use to send up to... Well, you get the picture. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up 2 more smelters. We're going to set up 2 more of those. And we're going to send up 2 more fabricators when we need them. So, at the moment, what have we got? Building block wise, I think we've got enough. We can combine those. There we go. That should be enough. So, we need a smelter. This one's going to have to face in the other direction, like that. And I've just got that completely wrong. Yay! You're going to see that that is complaining about the level of electricity that it doesn't have. Because apart from the 2 panels that are connected to the base that I created underneath the other umbrella core over there, that's its only power supply. So what we need to do is we need to connect it to the rest. So I need platforms. There it is. Power. Right, so now, when I unlock the calcium block, which I haven't actually done yet, because I need the recipe station for that. So that gets me the regeneration chamber.
Hey, S8466. How should I address you?
Sergeant is fine.
You can call me Doctor.
Moon Corporation Energy,
B1690
that's what we're
has
going
a
to be
doctorate
working on
too.
next.
Yes, but I have more of them.
So once these 2 are done, we can start working on the Moon Corporation one to get us the recipe. So, let's get rid of some of the... I think, have I got room for the junk? Do I have... I haven't unlocked that yet. Okay. maybe I can stash some of the stuff in the lander. Because there was personal storage in the lander, so... And you'll see why in a minute. Right, so we're going to get rid of some of that. We don't need any of that. We don't need this. Don't need those bullets. Don't need the titanium ore. Don't need this. Don't need the food bits and bobs yet. But we will do. Calcium ore, we don't need that yet. Don't need the hydrogen. Don't need that hydrogen. Awesome. And that, the damaged logic board, we're going to use. I'm going to put the data board in there, and that gives us 400 data points, which we're going to hold on to so that we can unlock recipes. You know, you should see that the grass is now beginning to grow again. Alright, so we're going to head over to this dish over here and start some exploration. Now, as far as I'm aware, the resources just don't run out. At least that's not been a thing so far. I'm not expecting them to either.
That was some good training.
Survival level up. Okay? You do improve things by, you know, just doing stuff. Like running, because I've played the engineer before. Her running skill is second to none. She can run away with the best of them. Is that another event coming in, or just the sun coming up? I'm not entirely sure. Right, okay. And this is where things start getting a bit hairy. Plus, there are plenty of resources to be had here, so we're going to like this.
Yes.
Oh look, there we go. Lots of those buggers with...
Reloading. Enemy defeated.
Your cargo has reached the Selenium Corporation.
Eliminated. Reloading.
Oh my god, how many?
Changing mags. Next. Enemy defeated. Reloading. Changing mags. I don't see any more enemies.
Yeah, but still, there's quite a few there, right? Alright, now you can pick up these, like, bio artifacts, and those you could also use in the analyzer to get data points. You do get different versions of them that spit at you as well. Quite charming, obviously.
Arcadia 7 has finished.
Eliminated.
And there are way more of those. So this blue dust that you're seeing, that's what interferes with your shields, drops your shields down, and then obviously the slashers can come in and start attacking you, and they can take your health away from you. I've never noticed that before. That's got like sort of like a warp gate going through it. That's pretty cool. And there's more of the buggers over there, look.
Reloading.
Oh, hello.
Enemy defeated. Next.
Ah! Creepy bugger.
Bravo! Future Health Solutions is happy with your work.
Oh, where did you come from?
New rewards have been unlocked.
I feel stronger.
Looking forward to the assignment. Future Health Solutions for modern problems.
Enemy defeated. Reloading.
Future Health Solutions for modern problems. Does that include, you know, slasher infestations? And now you might understand my earlier comment that it's a bug planet, it's an ugly planet. For the fans of Starship Troopers, you'll know where that comes from.
You're nearing the abandoned outpost of a previous expedition. Search the area. You'll find equipment and information you can use.
Can I use any of what's left standing?
Unfortunately, no. All buildings were created for a core that was an older model, incompatible with the current version of the building tools programming. But it's okay. Look on the bright side. Anything you find here is yours. I won't tell anyone.
I can't even build anything here?
Officially, this is still territory belonging to the IRO and its partner companies. Even though they failed, it doesn't change the fact that they were here first.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's not the end of it. There is more to come. But it's here where you get a lot of your data points from, and it's these sort of like rubbly bits, and these are helium deposits, or what they look like. Knew it.
Changing mags.
Not fast enough.
Reloading.
Now these guys take about 3 hits, assuming that you can actually hit them in the first place. Oh yeah, that hurt. They're taking down my shields. You buggers. There's the blue bugger that I was hoping to get away from first. Stop taking my health away from me.
Enemy defeated. I don't see any more enemies.
And this is where being conservative with your ammo, not a good idea. Alright, where were we? Scavenging, that's what we were doing.
Reloading.
Okay, so some of these things you can actually use and just do that with. Just get some extra resources out
Ambush.
of it. Really? Where from? Where from? Where from? Come on, you spider menace. Was that it? Was that the ambush? Is there more to come?
I can use this.
Those ones that I want to keep away from me. Okay.
Dehydrated.
You're always dehydrated. There's something wrong with you. But not to worry. Got this sort of like double jump mechanism. Okay, right, so I think we've got everything up here. Let's just check on the map. Do I have the map? No, I haven't got the map open yet. Let's go. Oh, that's one of the green spitty things.
Enemy defeated. Reloading.
Any more for any more? The music's still kind of in panic mode.
Slashers. Reloading.
And that one just popped out of the ground.
Next. Eliminated.
Oh, there's a communication thing in there.
Enemy defeated. Reloading. I can use that.
Right, so here.
I just turned on the communicator. If you do anything to me, Drew will find out. Okay, let's all calm down and talk like civilized people.
Drew won't find anything out. Because you killed him.
I didn't kill him. Frick, I mean, fuck. Just wait until he gets a new sleep.
Finally, an LEM.
Correct. A limbic enhancement membrane. It increases the brain's capabilities. Once placed in the disc, it will improve your motor or cognitive skills.
Can't wait to install it. I miss the days when I was loaded with them. I always feel like I'm hungover without any.
Stop pretending. There won't be a new sleeve. You smashed up his disc.
What? No, it's those creatures. So, he's dead.
The harsh reality of Arcadia.
You have just listened to an audiocom recording of someone who was here before you. Each recording could contain useful data, so Mr. Claywood has asked that you retrieve as many of them as possible.
For incriminating evidence. So, to get into that one, I'm doing really well. I'd also like to point out that if you're looking for on the map and you see a dead body, that somewhere in the middle there, it is actually just there on the top there, and I haven't worked out how to get to it yet. Right, and it was my character was complaining about hydration, so we're going to use
Hydrated.
that. And 40 calories and hydration, 75 hydration, 65 calories. So notifications.
Claywood always seemed a little off to me. I think I can use this.
think I'm going to be coming back here for some bits and pieces. I want to get what's down here first.
We'll be getting a new employee tomorrow. She'll be working off her punishment with us. We don't have any other convicts on the base, so I'm not crazy about the idea. But I trust the company wouldn't hire just any old criminal. According to the documents they sent me, she has 5 years of experience in mining helium-3 on the moon, a managerial position, a degree in chemistry, but she can also operate a harvester and fix machinery. I'd be thrilled if it wasn't for the fact that I have no access to what she was convicted of. Our head of security has full access to her file and says I shouldn't worry about her conviction. Plus he promised to...
Well, I think we've had enough fun for that point for one day.
Eliminated.
We will come back. There's one of the autosaves kicking off. Okay, cool. At least we've got plenty of food and water now. But we do return to some goodies. So this one, so we get the regeneration chamber.
You know that feeling when you accidentally get hit by a car? Jumping out of a helicopter didn't go according to plan? Or maybe you were bored playing with a gun and you shot your kneecap. Those problems are over. You don't need a new expensive sleeve anymore. Future Health Solutions introduces the Med Tool. It will heal any wound in seconds. Future Health Solutions for modern problems.
So it was an ad. Either way, this will help.
I'm sorry. Contracts with Future Health Solutions require I do things a certain way.
Okay. So what we can do there then. Okay, so let's get this one going.
Let's see.
Right, so now we could really use sheets for Future Health Solutions, but we can still use titanium bar, which is what we're going to use. There we go. Right, so this one we're going to swap over to that. I could do the clever robotics though, and the clever robotics needs just wolfram. So what I'm going to do is going to get rid of that and get rid of that. and then just connect these things just together. And then I can just put in the fabricators when I need them. For the next stage, I just want to get rid of the ones that need wolfram and titanium bars. And I need to work on this. Because you can see the calcium block is still locked. And that's because I haven't unlocked the recipe thing yet. It's the LEM station. Furnace. Which is Moon Energy Corporation, which needs wolfram bar. So once that's done, we can do the wolfram bar. But let's talk calcium. So I need if I was going to do either one of those are good, but I need the recipe thing first, so okay. Right, let's where are we? It's that one. I always do that. You can just slip them down the side. I keep forgetting. So that's doing the LEM enhancer. Selenium Corporation. The furnace is the next thing along. Equipment upgrade, points on defense turrets from Griffiths Corporation. It's Moon Energy Corporation I need to focus on. And also these guys, so I've got some personal storage. So when these guys are done, I'm going to go to the Moon Energy Corporation so I can get the recipe station, and I can start unlocking the calcium block and the recipes and everything else. Because at the moment I'm carrying around an awful lot of stuff that I don't actually need. Tell you what I could do, which might seem like a bit of an out there idea, but I can do an orbital cargo launcher. Not attach it to anything at all. In fact, I'll do a couple of them.
Sam, have you been off Earth before?
No, this is my first trip into space. And a very distant one.
I bet the change in gravity is giving you problems.
A bit. Everything's a little different.
You'll get used to it. The spacesuit is like a second skin to me now.
Right, so you don't actually need these things connected to anything. What you can do is just supply them with the things that they need. So in this case, it's asking for what's it? Oh, it's insufficient power. Power's gone down. Okay, so let's put some power down. Right, so as long as they've got power and they've got the ingredients, they can start working. So for this I've just dumped in some Wolfram Bar, and for these ones I've just dumped in the coils, and they will send stuff up anyway. Meanwhile, we've got quite a lot going on. If only I could unlock the calcium. I need, like I say, I need the recipe thing. Analyze stuff. Don't forget to analyze things. Get your data points. In this case, the eggs, the sacks from the baddies. Right, so the unknown logic boards are going to give us 800 points for 4 of them, so they're 200 each. Okay. Let's go check out the other base. I'll tell you what I haven't done. I haven't built a regeneration chamber yet. So that means I'll be spawning back at my ship. If I was going further afield, I could build a regeneration chamber and then use that as my respawn point. Alright, so these funny purple phallic things here produce prickly pears, of which we will see. No, there's some scumbags.
Eliminated.
More music, bringing more bad guys. Right, so this is what they look like.
Acquired.
Need those. Annoyingly, you only get a couple for, so like the star tiers, which seem to be pretty rare. Even though there's like 3 or 4 of them on the rock when they're growing, you only get 1 out of it, which is a really bad batting average when you're harvesting things. Right, so I'm going to go up the middle here, because you've got some nice... Oh, there's some star fruit, star tears even, because you get quite a lot of...
I need to survive.
Purple mushrooms here. Again, another one that's rare because they only grow in the shade. And there's not a lot of shade. Oh, here we go, look. There's another.
Oh, yes.
Right, let's go up here. Prepare for the next fight. Which is on this hill. I think there are blueprints up here. Which again we use at the recipe station. Oh, okay, so those ones aren't in the shade. That's okay, where am I being attacked from? The music's gone. Well, that does look impressive. Whatever that is over there, at some point I'm going to get to it. Right, so there is some baddies over here. Oh, look. There's an energy barrier. I guess that's quite handy then. Maybe in some DLC, who knows. Or at a later date.
Enemy defeated. Changing mags. Next. Eliminated.
Come on.
Reloading.
Congratulations. Robotics has received its
Changing
order.
mags.
A reward for fulfilling the order.
Enemy defeated.
In the terminal.
Next. Gotcha.
Haha, missed both my legs.
Changing mags. Eliminated. Enemy defeated.
Hydration. So what did we drop? Ammunition? Okay, let's drop the Wolfram bar. Ah, there's a blueprint. What can we drop? There's nothing I want to drop, that's the thing. Like, at least I know where there is a blueprint. We don't have the recipe thing yet, so it's fine. Can we take that? No, I haven't got one of those yet. Those resources will stay there anyway. It's another good dead guy.
Defeated.
So yeah, this is why I wanted to come with an empty inventory. Music's still going a bit crazy, so it thinks I'm still in combat somewhere. Okay. Okay, definitely worth coming back here. Lots of bits and pieces to collect. Actually, let's do something clever. Let's walk around the outside. There we go. So you can either jump across there or you can walk around it. There we go. Look at that. Amazing. But there is a downstairs to there.
Reloading.
Ah, there we go. More of that. More stuff there, more bullets. Oh, actually, I can take that.
Gotcha.
Because I've got one of them. No, gonna have to come back for that stuff as well. Okay. I think heading back's probably the wise thing to do at the moment because I'm expecting another event. Plus we've got things to pick up. And some more titanium. And some more of them mushies.
Acquired. I need to survive.
Right, one of the other things I've come across is a weird obelisk which gives off radiation. Let's see if I can quickly find it. It's literally just over this hill. Ish. Don't want to wander too far from base. I think it's just over here. Yeah, there it is. There it is. You can see it just in the centre of the crater there.
What is that?
A monolith.
I see that, but what is it?
Unfortunately, all information on that subject is highly classified.
It's need to know, and you don't need to know. But as you go near it, you start getting radiation poisoning at the bottom, so... And you can't interact with it at the minute, so... Just come here for the mushrooms.
Acquired. Come here.
They glow pink because they're radioactive. That's what we need, self-storage. Beyond a habitat, I think. Yeah, there, personal storage. And it's nice that you can put them above and below one another. And you can also rename them. So, let's go here and we'll rename this one Minerals. Minerals. And then you can put minerals in it. And then the other one we can call Food. Which includes some of the loose food we've got here. So the raw food. I think that's all of the food. Let's call this one. I said that one. Misk. Oh, those are food. So we're going to put the data points in there. The lems. That I can put over there. I'm also going to put the ammo in there that I don't use or I'm not using currently. That can go in there. There it is. That's what I was waiting for.
Recommend finding a safe place.
We're going to get some data points out of that. So that one damaged logic board is worth 400 data points.
Data collected.
The damaged personal interface is worth 500.
Let's send this.
We've got that. So we've got like 2,955. Right, so the Moon Corporation, we need the recipe station. Now, if I remember rightly, that's what this was doing, wasn't it? That needed the bar. Oh yeah, there's a wave event coming in. We're all gonna die. Just waiting for the countdown to come on. You can quite clearly see the sun. Oh, they're at 14 seconds. Let's get in.
Rupture's core is unstable.
Hey,
Head
Han?
to safety.
I'd prefer it if you address me using my rank.
Don't you think that makes communication more difficult? There's only 4 of us here. Who are you trying? By murdering people?
Among other things.
So, Han, how about taking a little break? That sounded like a yes to me. Great.
Right, so this is our opportunity to get some more ignition. Oh, not doing too bad. No.
planetary temperature within acceptable parameters.
Yeah, but I'm still not going out there. It'll hurt. I'll get burnt. The AI is trying to get me killed. And there we go, back to normal. Production has resumed. So what do these things need? Oh, they've got what they need. Almost. Right. Okay, cool. Right, so now we need to put the fabricators back in, and we could use wolf and bar. That still needs wolf and bar, so we're going to go with that. And we're going to go with that. So we get through that quicker. And then we can put the fabricators back on. But we've now got 3 machines doing that one. Which means we should get through it pretty quick. And then we can get rid of those 3. Now these 2 lines still aren't doing anything yet. But they will do. Because at some point you need calcium ore, and that's when those 2 lines will come into it, and then you need calcium block, and then you need other things. So but first you need the recipe station. Okay, so what we will do, so there's not much point building a regeneration chamber here, but
Has been updated. When you happen to die, I will send your mind here, and this is where your sleeve will be printed.
When?
Apologies. If you happen to die.
if with only 24% health and no ability to regenerate it at the minute.
The Moon Energy Corporation thanks you for your shipment. You can claim your reward in the corporate terminal.
Right, now this is the one that needs calcium ore, which is where those other 2 lines are about to come in. But first, let's build ourselves a recipe station.
Congratulations! You can now unlock new functionality for your buildings at the recipe station.
But the buildings can already do these things. Why would we need to unlock anything?
Arcadia 7 is a very particular place, full of specific resources and requirements. The building's programming needs to be updated as these requirements change. to avoid unnecessarily clogging up memory as well as transfer fees.
It's the Claywood Corporation that determines the cost of transfer. You could lower the price and everything would go smoother. It's the Claywood Corporation that determines the cost of transfer.
Oh, I was just repeating
you could
himself.
Lower the price and everything would go smoother.
I'll respond with one of Mr. Claywood's favorite sayings. This is exactly why you're not the richest person in the world.
Right, so at this point we can now upgrade things. And what we need to do is, first off, is insert 1,000 calcium ore to unlock the calcium block. Which means we need a calcium production line. Which I think actually means these things are obsolete. Or I don't need them. So, at least not on the minute. So, what I will do... straight into that one. Straight into that one. And then we also need to supply electricity. There we go. And then these two, I'm going to go with calcium. And then because I've already set that up, that's all just going to come down that line and split and go up. What I could do, actually, is if I get rid of that one, I could put that one into there. Get rid of this one. And put that one into there. And that one into there. And I've got 3 lines coming in to the same corporation. I'm leveling up the same thing multiple times. At some point in the not too distant future, you can actually see just in the distance yeah, look, there's our supply of calcium trundling along the tracks. Right, let's take a look at the rest of our operation and see what's going on. We've got 2 things there doing anything. They're doing something. Right, so what can we use here? Okay,
I can use that.
Is it selenium? They need titanium. Clever Robotics, they use that. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Then build a fabricator or 2. And then we go here and we go there and we say this, and we go here and then we go there and we say this, and then we go here and we say that. Take this, do this, say you want to produce that, and take some of that, and then that's them go on the go. Meanwhile, these still the ones are still going. That one's run out. Alright, so this is all going awesome. Look at that.
You were right, Gal. That was frightening. Such power.
Any second now, the blue one's about to go. That's assuming, yeah, that one's still going. Or it was. So we need to go over here. Okay. Do a little bit of shuffling.
Just what I need.
Sure is.
Wow! You have fulfilled another order from the Griffiths Blue Corporation. Claim your reward.
Which is a grenade.
I'm legally obligated to go over grenade training with you.
I know how to use them. But I understand. Orders are orders.
The Griffiths Blue Corporation guarantees the highest level of safety during use. Even when activated, the grenade is stable and will not explode as long as you are holding it in your hand, making it safe to use by the whole family, regardless of age. The Griffiths Blue Corporation is not responsible for any bodily harm caused by the throwing or dropping of the grenade.
Understood.
Okay, so the next one of that was the equipment station. So Selenium Corporation gets me the furnace. Currently working on the LEM station because I want to keep going with them because I need the food station basically. That's what I'm primarily working towards. But we do actually have the recipe station now. So with food, you need to use the star tiers in just about everything. So every third sort of level 1 thing uses the star tiers. Which is why you need to gather so much of it. And all this does is unlocks the recipe for you. You still need the food station to create it. And this is why you need the data points as well, because you have to also insert the data points. So this one for the polyfruit and the star fruit needs 100 data points, which is why you're saving them. Right, so let's go and take a look at our food resources. I thought I'd picked up more of them. Oh. Bugger. Okay, minerals and stuff that can go in there. So then you need to go around, pick up as many of the orange fruity things as you can. So we'll just do a quick run here.
I need to survive.
You need to survive.
Come here.
Pick up some of these bulbous fruit thingies as well. And some of the purple mushies. As far as I'm aware, there's no way to sort of plant and harvest these things automatically yet. Which would be nice. Excuse me. Okay, so let's go put them in our recipe thing. So we're going to insert those. Then we're going to do the hodge bulbs. Insert those. Don't have the prickly pear thingies. Insert those. Now, I've no idea what they are, the serpent roots. I've not actually seen them yet to pick up. But we did pick up those, and we did pick up those, and we did pick up those. So I want to get that one first, so we're going to use those on that. So that one we're going to go for. We're going to go for that one as well. And we'll go for the puffins. And it would be nice to unlock the star tier blood bites, but the star tiers are a bit of a bugger to find. Meanwhile, things are moving along quite nicely. Alright, so what are these doing? These are doing those. These are doing those. Which means these. Okay, thank you. Can also do those. Like so.
Dehydrated.
Okay, let's use a couple there we go, chopped up. At least they give you a reasonable warning. Plus my health has gone up. Awesome. Okay, right, so we've got an almost empty inventory, and we've just eaten. We've just had an event. So let us go pick up those blueprints which are over there. Pick up some of these orange plants on the way.
Come here. I need to survive.
Yes, you do. It's a foregone conclusion that that's what you need. Down to 600 rounds. That does. I know that sounds like a lot, but I assure you it isn't. At least not the way that I shoot. So you can't do anything with these plants, which kind of look like elderflower. And these red plants, you can't do anything with those either.
Great work. The Moon Energy Corporation received its order. You can claim your rightful reward, as usual, in the corporate terminal. They are very happy with your services.
What we'll do is because, like, again, these plants you can't do anything with. Even that kind of looks like they should be able to do something with.
Come here.
Well, this shouldn't be too bad, as I've been up here already. And it's probably worth getting the helium, because at a later date the helium is going to be something that we need more of, and as we can't actually excavate it at the moment, stockpiling some could be a good idea.
I need to survive. Acquired.
Right, now let's pick up all of the stuff that we missed. Right, so we've got everything here. Mr. Crispy there is crispy.
Gotcha.
I think that's all the buildings.
Gotcha.
I only got one blueprint, I think. No, I haven't got the blueprint. There was a blueprint that I saw. Where was that? Did I miss it? Let's do the round the outside trick. No, definitely not there, is it? read that already.
Order completed. Clever Robotics cares about you, and so they have another reward waiting for you in the terminal.
Oh, Johnny
They
Hockey
also
Sticks.
ask that you keep an eye out for old model drones lost on Arcadia. They might contain useful items.
Okay, well, I've definitely been through all the buildings. I definitely have not got a blueprint in my inventory that I can see. Got war bonds, ammunition. And I swear I saw one. Might be at the other camp. Thinking about it. But I think we've officially fleeced this area of stuff. Pick up some more orange stuff. Grab some more hydrogen. Oh, some star tiers just here. That's useful.
I need to survive.
There's got to be a good place to get star tiers. See, again, that looks like it's something, but can't pick it at the minute. Okay, let's try doing one of these.
I see you've approached the geoscanner.
That's locked.
You can use it to see the surrounding area.
I need the map.
Understood.
So I need to build, unlock the map before I can use those. But that's a case of unlocking it, having a fight, protecting it whilst it's doing its thing, and then once it's done, it unlocks like the map area for you. Okay, nothing here. Alright, so remember, like I said earlier, when you do unlock the map and you're looking at the map, it says there's a dead body around here somewhere. It's up there. And like I said, I haven't worked out how to get to it yet, and I can't seem to be able to build anything either, which is really infuriating. Right, so let's check out these buildings. I'm pretty sure it's in this big one here. Can you actually get on top? You can. Ooh. And here's the question: is how confident are we thinking that I can actually jump that? It's like, maybe, but probably not. Okay, so we've actually seen these notifications. They don't seem to stay off. Personal storage.
I can use this.
You can use that. Ah, there we go. There's two blueprints: the rotor blueprint and the tubes. We need those. Ah, cool. You can actually get out that way. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, let's make our escape. Back to base. Right, okay, so let's actually try that jump. What's the worst that can happen? Now, if you do die, you just basically drop your gear on the floor. There's just a corpses left behind. You get a new body and... Oh, you beauty! God, I wasn't sure I was going to make that. Right, I need to drop something though. Let's drop the prickly fruits. What was if I use it? Oh, I can actually eat those. Right, okay, fine. That was close. That was actually perfect because I literally ended just on the end there. I almost impressed myself then. Right, something's attacking. Here it comes. Right, okay, so these things, if they actually attack your buildings, they will create an area that is like contaminated. So what that means for you is that when you enter that contaminated area, your shield goes down. Now I haven't worked out how to get rid of that, so that's fairly infuriating.
Come here.
Let's collect our rewards. I think it's at this point we start needing to do the calcium block. Right, so that's purple thing, green thing, snake venomy, what's it? The weird jelly stuff, the weird blue jelly stuff, lem stuff, parfins. Right, okay, so misc stuff, got to put the lem in there. I think those are the same thing. I can use that. Okay, alright, they're different. Got a blue lem. Do I put ammo in there? Yeah, I'm putting ammo in there. So that goes in there. Shells. That one. Right, just good. Let's analyse some stuff. Damaged personal interface worth 500. Security logger, 2 of, worth 1,500 each.
Data collected. Let's send this.
So let's go to the recipe station. Insert and insert. Then we can insert that one. That's all of those done. do this one, insert those. Insert them. See, the wall bonds need to go up here as well, don't they? So that's there. Reese minerals in there. Jolly good. Right. Let's pick up our rewards, for which we need the map, so we can claim the map.
Successfully unlocked the geolocation service of structural.
So we'll go and do one of those
imaging.
And see how quickly we die.
If you insist on using such primitive language, go ahead.
Storage depot, that's quite useful. Right, but we're not doing too bad with that. So where do we get the fabricator from? It's not from those. It's got to be from those guys. Yeah, the furnace. Switch. Okay. Is Selenian. Right. Okay. Just thinking the best way to do this. If I destroy that and then do a storage depot, it will make sense in a second. Put that as its input, that as its output, and then say I want you to collect calcium. It's going to bring the calcium, store 400 of it there. Okay, so what that's going to do is going to bring the calcium from all the way down there up here, which means I don't have to walk down there. I just have to walk to here, pick up 400 calcium, and then put it into the recipe thing for the recipe block. And see, what I can also do is I can then put a smelter there, or in this chain somewhere, to then smelt the calcium into calcium blocks, and then it can distribute it to the other places. Got it? Yeah? So hopefully the calcium should be coming from down there. And it was before. Get up there, you idiot. Yeah, there it is. I can see it coming. Ah, saves me a job. Okay. Just catch the stream afterwards, mate. Right, so what can we do with these?
I think I can use this.
Okay, so this is where we could use the blocks. What do these guys use? Can we... Right, so they need titanium, which is on the other production line. And if we give the titanium sheets over the titanium rods, then that will go quicker, basically. And for that we need, I think the fabricator does that. Or what we can do is we can just nick a load from there and just put them in there, and that'll just do it for us anyway. what are these guys doing? They're doing titanium rods. They're doing a grand job. So what we'll do is we'll nick 100 titanium rods from there. What we'll do is we'll quickly put those in there as well. Look at that. So what we do is pick up 100, and then we can, because we need 1,000 calcium ore in the recipe machine for the smelter to be able to make calcium blocks. So this is where a bit of smart thinking comes into it. Like the fact that they've all got their own little go-kart that they're travelling along on, and the go-kart just disappears. It doesn't have to get sent back or anything. It's not like a round trip for them at all.
That's just what I need.
Certainly is. Right, so meanwhile, what can we be doing here? Right, titanium wolfram plates. And these guys, what do these guys need? They need wolfram plates. So what we need to do is, hopefully I've got room to do this. Let's get rid of that. Actually, can't that just make wolfram plates? No, it can't. I haven't unlocked it yet. Okay. Guess where the recipe station comes in. I knew it could do it. Now, I could sort of reorganise this so that the fabricators are takers. Like, the fabricator can take in titanium or it can take in wolfram items. So you could set up one smelter for, two smelters for one fabricator, and then you could do whatever you want with that, basically. I'm not so worried about that at the moment. What are you two doing? You're not doing anything. But what you will be doing is calcium blocks, I think. Once I've unlocked them. So that's almost 400. Now, what do I need for wolfram plates and titanium plates? So I need to insert data points. This again, which is why you don't sell your data points. And we get titanium bars and wolfram bars. So we head over to our smelters, pick up our bar. Same with these ones.
Gotcha.
Pick them up. So titanium beam, we need those as well. Right, so this is where we get the blueprints from, so we'll insert data points into those because we've got the blueprints. And we can create these other bits and pieces. In fact, I can insert some into that for the time being. There's the autosave. Right, so what's going on over here? Alright, yeah, that's it. I need the...
Gotcha.
The Wolfram bar. And I need to grab the titanium bars as well. So in the very not too distant future, that's quite a quick production. So we'll buy those out, then the fabricators can start supplying us with those instead. Plates rather than bars, or rods, or coils. Right. We've got the map thing now, haven't we? Oh, it says me there's a dead body over there. Let's go find the dead body. Over here. Just thinking. So where's this dead body? Ah, just round the corner by the looks of it. Apparently it's here. Oh, there it is. Look, I walked straight past it. Look, there it goes. This has on it food and some ammunition. That's good. Let's pick up some of the bits and pieces we need.
Come here. You need to survive. Acquired.
Oh, I've got 700 ammo. That should be enough to cover this.
I can use this.
You can, right. Let's kick this off. And then get attacked by...
Next. I don't see any more enemies.
There will be more. There's always more. If there's just the two, that's just really disappointing, right?
Reloading. Enemy defeated. Changing mags. Reloading.
I'm detecting increased rupture activity. Prepare for a wave.
What? Is that done then? 100%.
Geoscanning complete. Data acquired. Map updated.
Ah, lovely, thank you. Let's grab them.
Acquired. Come here.
That set of waves coming, didn't it? Wave warning. Incoming. Death is imminent. We're all gonna die.
Rupture's eruption has started. Prepare for impact. Extreme temperature detected.
And I'm definitely glad that I wasn't out there. And this is why we put little bases everywhere, so we can just go and run to them. And we can pick up some more of the ignitium, whatever it is. Oh, there's a couple of bits over there, look. And some over there.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
Oh, there's quite a bit about that. Right, let's cool the door down. Again, I've no idea what this is used for. not found a use for it
Future
yet.
Health Solutions
Yeah.
has received its order. Homesick? Living in a space colony often separates us from our loved ones. Try oxytocinum, a syrup that releases a quadruple dose of oxytocin, the closeness hormone. You don't have to visit your family to feel like they're there.
Chris, as an astrophysicist, you must be intrigued by how Ruptura behaves.
Of course. If we understand the processes occurring inside it, we will deepen our understanding of the universe.
Alright, so what did that actually do for us? There's another orbital lander. No, that's my orbital lander. There's a dead body there. Geoscanner. Dead body here. There's a drone wreckage, which we'll go check out. I missed a dead body? Okay, fine. What's this? That's the monolith. Okay, so there's a dead body in this direction. Better get my gun out. Some more of that stuff, so we'll grab that whilst we're here. Oh, okay. I'm going to have a quick look at that. I'm not going in there. I feel that I need to be better equipped for that, to be honest. Right, where's this dead body? Oh, don't tell me the dead body's in there. Oh, I so don't like the look of that. Oh yeah, there's a dead body in there. That's where the dead body is. So I'm going to save it at this point before I go in there. Right, let's do it. Let's do it.
A cave. It's worth exploring.
Ooh. Could I mine that? I can. Quartz, right, okay. Okay, so that's where you find glow cap then. Okay, so that wasn't as hideous as I thought it was going to be, but there's some more of that, which I missed because I'm an idiot. No, okay, fine. So none of these smaller bits can be harvested, just the big ones. Okay. Gun out then. Okay, well that was interesting, if nothing else. Underground cave. There's dead bodies all over the place. I'm going to head back to the main base, though. And deposit my ill-gotten gains. Let's see what we need to do next. I need to grab this.
I think I can use this.
More should be on the way. Fabricate and a smelter that I need, so we insert that, which means we're only 70 short. Which I think I've actually got over here. I thought. Or maybe I inserted it. Okay. Okay, so that's definitely some sort of resource. I think I'll put that up there, the iron misc. Okay. Get the feeling that that gets used in something. There's a lem there. That's a swapper.
Let's send this.
I haven't really concentrated on them very well, have I? Let's insert those into there. So we actually... See, we're unlocking recipes that we can't actually use right now. Those don't get used anywhere. On any of these recipes. That's actually disappointing. Oh, here we go, glow caps. Okay, alright, fair enough. Right, did we have something to pick up from the corporate thing? We did. Right, so we can now build a lem station, so we can now insert lems. Let's see what we can do with that. Lem station. Right. Okay, so we've got a whole lot of nothing going on at the minute. So, let's get the calcium blocks sorted. I actually said take that.
That's just what I need.
It is just what you need, because now, if I go to the smelter, and insert that, we can now. That's completely done.
The Raptura is in its stable stage.
Oh, that's nice.
The climate of Arcadia is returning to normal.
So need to unlock titanium sheets and wolfram plates. So we need titanium bar, like so, and wolfram bar. Oh, good grief, that's 4 o'clock already. Alright, so fabricator, we can now do almost. That one we can do, but let's do the titanium plate. Which means I need more titanium. But not too much. Right, so we need to do. I'm actually going to need those. Right, so this is where we need the calcium powder. So we can't do health solutions now because we need the calcium powder. But what we can do for the Selenium Corporation is plate. Because now we've unlocked it.
Just what I need.
So I'll swap this over to titanium plate.
Arcadia 7 has finished regenerating.
Right, there we go. Right, so now we need to do the calcium block, which is where this is a little bit cumbersome. So what needed the calcium block? So them. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to change this up slightly. What we're going to do is we are going to put in a smelter. Turn it around. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put in the rail connector in the wrong place, obviously, because I couldn't possibly put it in the correct place. Although it doesn't really matter, it would have been absolutely fine where it is. And we're going to connect it via rails. There. That one's going to go there. That one's going to go there. And that one is going there. And then this one go there. And that just says calcium blocks. And look at that beautiful distribution. Better than I thought it would. Right, so what can we do over here? So something with titanium with Wolfram plate, I guess. Clever robotics. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Let's see.
Clever robotics, titanium, Wolfram plate. Change this over to Wolfram plate. Change this over to Wolfram plate. And away it goes. Many productions. Now what I could do is put in another one of them and then distribute it to those two for that. Maybe. I'm not actually too worried. Let's see, I don't... Oh, I've got plenty of them. So I could just bung that in there. There we go. This one... don't have plates, but I do have those, so I can put those in as well. Now, production is going quite nicely. Right, let's do a little bit more exploring. I want to go see the drone, because I've not seen one yet, so we're going to go over there. We're going to go past the dead body, and we're going to go there and collect that dead body, and we're going to see what that's about. Right. Pick up some shrooms. See if we can find another one of them holes.
I need to survive. Acquired.
Right, so first off, the dead body. The first dead body. Which is over there somewhere. Right, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Pick up the star tier. And the helium. Pick up some more of them.
Dehydrated.
Okay.
Thirst quenched.
Further over there. Okay, fine. Expect baddies. Oh, look.
Come here.
Need those. So each one of those gives me just one starter, even though there's 4 of them on each rock. How annoying is that? Hopefully. Yes. I was going to say because it's a dark area. Oh look, is a dead body. Is this the one I was looking for? No, apparently there's a drone wreckage right behind me that I completely missed.
Oh, gotcha.
Right, so where's this drone wreckage then? If it's up there, I'm going to be annoyed. It's up there, I'm annoyed. Okay. We love a good leap of faith. So let's make one. Oh, it's one of the boxes. Okay. I believe I can fly. Ooh. Right, yeah, so that gives us data points. That's what that is. How do I get down? Okay, so that was at least one drone wreckage. Should we go visit? Can I put a specific... so it's over there somewhere. Okay, right. Alright, the double jump does help. Especially traversing terrain that's quite this unpleasant, right? And even if I jump off here, I can use the double jump just to, you know, defend my flyers. Stop me from falling to my absolute demise. It's more over there, isn't it? So we'll just step off here and go jump. There we go, sorted. No damage taken.
Come here. I need to survive.
Oh, no, could be worth checking out. I suppose it would be. Let's do that. It's probably another one of them holes. And it's probably going to be defended. As you know, that would be a thing, right? Okay, let's go around. Oh, look. Is this the weird location? It's one of them. It's another monolith. I'm just going to run up to it quickly, and you can't do anything with it.
Oh, something's wrong.
Cosmic radiation has reached a dangerous level. I suggest leaving the area contaminated with radiation.
I suggest running away. Ooh, lots of fruity things. Always good. Ah, here's the drone. There's another geolocator. Yeah, I've got plenty of ammunition. Still. And I'm expecting this one to be slightly more painful. Oh, look. Different plants. Alright, those plants are new.
Geoscanner initialized.
Eliminated. Enemy defeated. Next. Reloading. Eliminated. Enemy defeated. Next. Changing mags. Scan complete. Reloading. Enemy defeated. Next.
Okay, cool. I'm actually keen to check these plants out because anything new here?
What is
that? Awesome. I wondered where you got those from. So we've just discovered a new resource in these things.
Come here.
Which is good.
I need to survive.
Oh, there's another base, look. Okay, they hurt. Although we're doing something. There's a hydrogen deposit. So what were these things doing? Drain what exactly? No, nothing visible, I guess. Oh wow, look at all the dead bodies. Right, so this is the drone thingy.
Great.
Lots of tears. Well, I guess that stuff's quite nasty then. Just trying to get over to the trees, get more of the new resource.
I need to survive. Changing mags. Reloading. Acquired. Come here.
There's another monolith. Alright, let's go and take a look at this place over here. Surrounded by a field of that stuff.
Approaching. Changing mags.
Selenium has received the products of They're very pleased. You could become the best crew they've ever worked with.
Okay, fair enough. We'll go with it. I'll take that as a win. Oh, okay. This one looks interesting. Oh, seriously?
Reloading. Changing mags. Huh, nice.
Oh my god.
Spitter. Next.
Oh. Seriously?
Enemy defeated. Eliminated.
Ooh, okay.
Eliminated. Enemy defeated. Next. Eliminated. Changing mags.
Okay, I'm taking damage.
Changing mags.
That one looks like it's stuck. What a shame. Oh my god, look at the base down there.
Entering combat. Next. Enemy defeated.
Now, question is once you get in there, how the hell do you get out? God, I can't shoot straight.
Next.
In your face.
Eliminated.
Oh, blue stuff.
Changing mags.
Huh!
Changing mags. I can use this.
Okay, let's see if we can fleece this area of goodies. Ooh. Oh, for God's sakes, learn to shoot straight, man. You're a soldier. It's better. Alright, what can I... Oh, I left something down there as well.
Changing mags.
Another shipment has arrived. Clever Robotics is pleased with the quality of your work. There are rewards waiting for you in the terminal that should help optimize how you work.
Next. Enemy defeated.
War bonds, you say, huh? Gotcha. Oh, look, there's a cave over there by the looks of it. Oh dear. Right, okay, so what can we drop? Or what can we eat? calories. We've got any fluid stuff. Oh, security loggers. We want them. I get the feeling I'm still being attacked by something. Okay. Let's drop the meteor heart because it's not something I need immediately. Plus I can regen that. Oh, I need the personal damage interface. I guess I can always come back and get it. It's just a long way to come back for it. Especially if I could just use something for hydration. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll come back for that. Oh, there's something.
Changing mags.
Right, let's head back.
Next.
Okay. Well, that was quite fruitful. Glad I came out this way now. Discovered some new bits and pieces.
Acquired.
Some new dangers. Uncovered a fair bit. Adventured down a hole. Might be worth putting a base over here, I guess, as well. And as I've left the core there, that won't be too hard to do. Now, what would be nice is a fast travel system. Like a hover bike or something, or a teleporter,
Need to survive.
maybe. Oh look, it's another hole. Maybe I need a grenade for that. Interesting. But no dice. Okay, well at least we gave it a shot. Oh, I can still see things travelling from the calcium deposit. This is good. Let's see where we've got. Things are still going. Oh, those are finished. That's good. So we now got the furnace that allows us to do lots of stuff. I'm going to have to work that out. We might, in fact, we'll probably be doing this next week and working this out more, I think. The building drone. Okay, cool. Multiple rails. Rail version 2. Okay. Now what do we need to unlock that? I think this is where we're going to need the furnace. Yeah, this is where we need the calcium, so we need to put in here, once this is all done, the calcium production, which is the furnace. So what we'll do is we'll be putting in something here, a furnace, so that'll be producing the blocks. Then we'll be producing in the furnace the calcium powder, and then we'll be producing calcium powder to these items, these things here. Meanwhile, is there anything we can do with plate? Well, I can use that plate, or it can do those, but that's the wrong production line. That one can use plate. That one can use plate, so we'll do that one. Clever robotics, huh? Let's go with selenium. Can you produce those? No, you can't. Okay. Ooh, that's almost 5 o'clock. Good grief. Time flies when you're having fun. I'm going to have to stop it there. So, hopefully you've enjoyed this playthrough so far. Like I said, I'm thinking of revisiting this next week because I'm quite enjoying it. I want to try and work out a better setup to see where we can go with it to get the production lines going really nicely. But until then, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you have a wonderful week. I will be back next week doing more of this. But until then, well, that's assuming the playtest is still on. If the playtest isn't still on, then obviously we'll be doing fine. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.